Yeah, DDB.
Hey girl.
Thank you, Rinse Buddy. Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I'm well. Man, 2020 has been a whirlwind, can't lie. A lot of transitions, a lot of changes, you know, a lot of adapting to new circumstances, and just finding new ways of working. But other than that, I'm happy, I'm healthy, you know, I got love in my life, my family's alive and well, so no complaints.
We say there is two energies in humans, which are love or hate, and you is just full of love.
Yeah, man, it's got to be done. I feel like as artists, especially artists with a platform, we have a responsibility to make sure we are nurturing our listeners, to make sure that we're, you know, guiding them into the right direction. We're not being a toxic influence, because, you know, there's a lot of young people that listen to us, so we have to be careful. We're, in a way, artists are parenting the younger generation, so I just want to make sure all my listeners understand, you know, self-love, nurture, empowerment, and positivity.
As a child, you already wanted to be an artist.
100%.
Okay.
I grew up, my dad had a studio in the house, and I was just so extra when I was a child. I just wanted to be in there, like looking at the wires, understanding where the wires went, like touching the instruments, just wanting to be in his space all the time, because I was just so fascinated, like how healing sound was and how fun it was as well. Like, my dad was lit, he just traveled all the time and had a great time, so it was definitely inspiring to me as a child, for sure. Big up my dad, first of all. He's the reason why I even do what I do and have the skills I have. But definitely, I feel a lot of my influences come from musicians from Africa, mainly. You know, we have, in Angola especially, we have so many varieties of genres, from Kilabanga to Kuduro to Kizomba to Zouk. There's so many, like, internal genres, so, you know, it was a real blessing and honor to be able to listen to such high class music at such a young age. At the age of like 2-3, I didn't know that the things I was absorbing would later influence me to make music and structure music the way I do today. So it's really cool, man, to have the heritage I have and be able to, you know, migrate to the UK and kind of integrate into that culture and be able to move from things like jazz to hip hop to trap to, you know, neo soul so fluidly. And I feel like it gives me a unique stamp. It gives me, you know, that little je ne sais quoi. I came prepared today, you know, my French, I came prepared. Yeah, it just gives a different taste to each genre we put into the music.
How do you deal with your creativity? Because, you know, we all have a process. Some people just wait for inspiration to burst from nowhere. Some have a personal, intimate discipline and create like on a regular basis. What's yours?
I am so fluid. I'm so fluid. Jesse will tell you, like, sometimes he has to force me to go to sessions. I'm like, no, I just want to be at home, smoking my weed and chilling and, you know, reading my books and just being in my element, being in my routine. But at the same time, I'll go through times where I'll be craving to record so much that I'll make like 4-6 tracks in the space of 2 days.
Okay.
And yeah, so I really just flow with it. I never force it too much. If I'm not feeling it or I'm not in love with it straight away, I'm like, cool, I'll leave it. I think it's important to have balance as well, you know, to recharge your energy, you know, to find new inspiration, to gather new information, to listen to different sounds, so you're not always coming with the same formula.
Yeah.
I feel like it's important to keep your sound and your message fresh, so people so you just don't become a predictable artist.
Exactly.
That's something I never want to be. I never want people to be able to say, oh yeah, we can kind of presume what she's going to do next. No.
No.